Great evening once again, and today is the last session of TTT Train the Trainer workshop. तो आज अब तक हम जो भी स्किल्स सीखे हैं तो उसका पहले मैं एक बार रिवाइज करता हूँ कि क्या क्या हम इस टीटीटी प्रोग्राम में सीखे हैं। तो फर्स्ट डे हम सेल्फ असेसमेंट एंड लीडरशिप स्किल्स को हम सीखे थे कि क्यों सेल्फ असेसमेंट इतना इम्पोर्टेंट है और लीडरशिप स्किल्स हर एक के अंदर होने क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है। उसके बाद हम कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स सीखे, सॉफ्ट स्किल्स सीखे, इंस्ट्रक्शनल डिजाइन सीखे और बहुत सारे स्किल्स थे जिससे हम एज ए ट्रेनर एक अच्छे से ग्रो कर सकते हैं। और दो अपने गिफ्ट सेशन थे जैसे कि बिजनेस नेटवर्किंग और हाउ टू बिकम ए ऑथर। तो उसमें हम देखे कि ऑथर बनने के लिए ऐसे कोई स्पेशल कुछ चीजें करनी होती है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं। अगर हम डेडिकेटेड है, एक कुछ हमारे माइंड में चल रहा है तो वो अगर हम कॉन्शियसली करते, फोकस करके एकदम डेडिकेशन के साथ करते हैं तो वो आराम से हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। और साथ ही साथ हम बिजनेस ट्रेनिंग्स भी बिजनेस नेटवर्किंग का पार्ट देखें तो बिजनेस नेटवर्किंग क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है, कैसे करना है। तो बहुत सारे लोगों के एक्चुअली रिश्ते भी अच्छे नहीं होते। तो बिजनेस नेटवर्किंग में जो हमारे अननोन लोग होते हैं उनसे हम कैसे बेहतरीन तरीके से एक रिलेशन मेंटेन कर सकते हैं। और कैसे लोगों के साथ, पहले तो लोग दूसरों के साथ बोलना भी एकदम हिचकिचाते हैं, तो कैसे हम स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, कुछ हम टिप्स देखें तो उसे इम्प्लीमेंट करके हम एक अपना अच्छा नेटवर्क बना सकते हैं। उसके बाद हम गिफ्ट सेशन में देखें कि एक वर्चुअल ट्रेनिंग मास्टरी, तो वर्चुअली कैसे हम ट्रेनिंग्स कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं, उसमें हम कैसे मास्टर बन सकते हैं। और उसके साथ साथ आज हम देखेंगे कि सोशल मीडिया मास्टरी। तो सोशल मीडिया हम सब यूज करते हैं, पर उसे एक इफेक्टिवली कैसे, एक अलग ढंग से कैसे यूज करना है, वो आज हम सीखेंगे। तो सोशल मीडिया का जो पार्ट है ऑलमोस्ट हम आज देखेंगे कैसे हम अपने ट्रेनिंग बिजनेस में या अपने बिजनेस में कैसे उसे यूज कर सकते हैं। और आज के सेशन के लिए हमारे साथ अपने मेंटर है सोनेश मैम। तो सोनेश मैम के बारे में मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा कि वो सर्टिफाइड लाइफ लाइफ कोच है। उन्होंने इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भी बिजनेस कंसल्टिंग की है, तो ग्लोबल स्पीकर है। और उससे अच्छा है कि हम मैम से सुनेंगे और वो क्या क्या करते हैं। तो आई वेलकम मैम ऑन दिस ब्यूटीफुल इवनिंग। सो वेलकम मैम on this
Thank
platform.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much, Akash, for inviting me once again here. And it's always been, lovely to conduct session with you because I feel like it's a family. So that's amazing. So coming down to me, before I start, I think I know Dr. Ranu because last time we connected. So I'll request all the participants to switch on their video for a while.
Yes, ma'am. And good evening, ma'am.
Sorry.
And
Very, very
think,
good evening.
yeah, today this was a surprise that you are going to take the session. And I think there is really a connect with you and nature because the first session you connected, if you remember, I was sitting
Yes.
somewhere in a green lush place, and
Right.
you were remembering your ancestors. And today also I'm passing from the same road, just reaching my home at within 5 minutes. So as soon
Wow.
as I saw you, and I was like, yeah, there is some connect. Okay. So ma'am, just give me 5 minutes and I'll on my video once I'm home.
No problem, no problem. Absolutely fine. Then we have Madam Vinita with us. And then we also have Mr. Manish with us. Am I audible to both of you? मनीष जी, आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ, मैं सुन पा रहा हूँ।
Okay, so is there a possibility कि if you can just switch on your video for a while so that we can interact?
Yep.
Okay, great. So you are here. Well, so how about you, Vinita? Are you able to?
Ma'am, I have just come. I was outside.
No problem, no problem. I just wanted to, after 5 minutes also, if you want to just relax for 5 minutes and want to switch on, absolutely okay.
That's it.
Okay, so I think Manishi, this is the very first time we are connecting.
Yeah, first time.
Okay, very first time. Okay, so I would love to have your introduction first.
Okay. Myself, Manish Kedia. I am by profession, I am a chartered accountant. I am working in an IT company in Bangalore.
Okay,
And basically, I am from West Bengal.
okay, okay. So then how come you are into the journey of training?
Like I got a WhatsApp link for this group, this ABCD,
Mm-hmm.
and I just saw your like Zoom meeting invitation, so I just joined.
Okay. All right. Great to see you here. And yes, coming down to me, let me just give a very quick and short brief about me. So, my name is Sunesh Bhardwaj. I basically hail from Delhi, but yes,
Okay.
settled down in Bangalore currently for last good 15 years. I'm an
Okay.
engineer by my education. I'm an electronics and telecommunication engineer. Had an
Nice.
opportunity to work with my dream company, but then at last moment I realized I resonate to something bigger things. So I end up by jumping into sales and marketing, so taking up that journey. And
Okay.
currently it's been almost good 15 years of wonderful journey. I have worked with almost all the top MNCs, handling their sales, marketing, operations as my vertical. And then training was my key passion, because I realized in my journey of corporate career that people struggle a lot, either personally as well as professionally. We might
Yeah.
call ourselves that, see, earning is one part of area, one part of your life, but that's not everything. So you have to also
Right.
understand, being a human being, we have to have our personal life also. So my
Right.
journey, when I used to look at my colleagues, my team members, I always used to ask this question, that why can't we have something where we generate a system that we can enjoy our professional life as well as our personal life? Because our personal life should not struggle just because we are working,
Right.
right? So that's pretty much how I end up turning out this whole journey towards my motivational speech and as a keynote speaker. So today, what I do currently, if you ask me, currently I address on various national and international summits, conferences, addressing a lot of social causes which is actually happening, and much more from the point of world peace. So I support humanitarian ground in terms of world peace and in terms of highlighting the human values. That is one core
Mhm.
area. Apart from that, I'm a certified sales and soft skills master trainer. So I conduct a lot of corporate trainings for various corporates as a consultant, pan India as well as abroad. So Sri Lanka is my market where majorly I get into my business consulting. And yes, as a certified train the trainer program, this is pretty much also I do with my corporate people and individual people. One-on-one coaching, life coaching, and business coaching I do as a business coach, because couple of people, not only in business, they suffer even in their personal life a lot. So my
Right.
key focus here area is to create that work-life balance for people in whatever best possible manner I can help them and support them with. Yes, a lot of startup youth and women is always my first priority, because I do feel these two sections are very, very powerful, but only they need the right direction. So today,
Right.
I feel that there are a lot of ladies who wanted to do really, really good, but somewhere they are stuck, either due to guidance, either due to not having the right support system, or they are misleaded in various ways. So
Yeah.
I feel, being the very, very empowered soul, being ladies, I think we don't have the proper channel to get into the right way where we should be. Now, a lot of people talk women empowerment. I completely feel that it's not about empowering. Person who is already empowered so much, what you are going to empower, right? It's all
Right.
about, you have to give them the right value and place for them. That is all they are demanding right now. Nothing else, right? So I pretty much work onto the women empowerment sector, making them understand that they are nowhere, they should not accept this definition of undervaluing and demeaning themselves and sabotaging themselves in a manner that they are nowhere into existence. So that's pretty much core area where I work with. And then as a leadership coach, again, it's a very, very corporate identity. So I work with corporate leaders, helping again them again into their either business or into their personal areas. Plus, yes, corporate teams always need that middle segment as well as top CXOs level training programs. As a
Okay.
voluntary, yes, I do serve IDYM Foundation as a director Karnataka. So this is a space organization which is basically majorly focusing on all the youth to have the awareness towards space exploration. And it's not a foundation only in India, it's majorly at a global market. Today we have almost, I would say, roughly around 80 countries which we are connected, and we have scientists all across the world who are training our students either in various colleges, universities, and schools. So the key focus here is again to empower our young generation to a level that yes, they can take up this journey ahead. So that's pretty much brief what I do on day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Now, coming down to today's session, social media, as we all are aware of, that it is one of the most important part of whatever business we are doing, wherever we work, and even if we are not working, we are just sitting at home, still our presence on social media is very, very important, right? Now, there are a lot of people, I'm so happy to say that there are a lot of people who in this pandemic has actually turned out to be a successful entrepreneurs just by sitting at home and utilizing social media as a platform in the right manner. So today, if you ask me the core focus, now a lot of people have this mindset stating that social media is not good. Social media does not support the real meaning. Social media does not have a peace of mind. I completely get that. Excess of everything is dangerous. We have to understand this. There is a way, there is a channel, and there is a proper reason why you should use social media. So I feel it's much more about lack of awareness rather than putting a blame on social media. Because the technology will grow whether we like or we don't like. And for the last 1.5 years, I think it's only technology which is keeping us connected worldwide.
Yes. That's what I was about to say. That people say ki WhatsApp is a waste of time and social media is a waste of time, energy, and I'm like, okay, where there was a time where we used to try to connect, and it used to take days and hours to connect to a simple trunk call. Today we can connect to anyone directly. Even sitting in India, I can connect to a person at US without even having a without having a US number.
True,
So it
very
is all
true.
because of these social media that we have advanced so much that we can connect with each other quickly whenever we want.
Absolutely. So I feel personally, to be very honest with my personal journey, if I relate to, I was never been into social media close to 1.5 years ago. Even my mindset was, though I was occupied too much with my regular day-to-day activity because I was completely into offline mode. My online journey, I started taking it very seriously by say about good 1.5 years back, when actually this whole pandemic and we were caged inside the houses, couldn't move in and around. I was searching out how I can stay connected across the country with various diversion of people so that I can help them into various aspects, because key focus was very clear. I wanted to help people who are looking out literally for a help.
Right.
That made me pretty much how to use the social media very carefully, but at the same time ensuring that people should understand the use of social media, right? So technology will grow whether we like it or we don't like it, but eventually again there is a way how we can turn around this entire technological concept in our growth journey. And before getting into that, we have to understand one very, very important thing. Excess of everything is dangerous. Even if you eat excess of food, it is going to hurt your body in various ways, right? So we have to understand you should not be 24/7 kind of social media fanatic person, right? Social media has to be used for a particular reason. The agenda has to be very clear in your mind, that why you want to have your presence either on Facebook, why you want to have your presence on Insta, why you want to have your presence on LinkedIn, and if you have joined multiple groups with different personalities across the globe, why you are connected. So there has to be a why which has to be clearly defined in your mind. Until unless that why is not clear, it is I would say very, very dicey to choose what I'm doing on day-to-day basis, right? And this is also a media. This is also a medium and a platform. If you really don't understand the seriousness behind this can put you into a different ball game all put together. You might enter into depression, anxiety by looking at a lot of other posts, which might not be resonating with you, but yes, as your eyes are capturing lot of information download, which might not be healthy for your brain at all. You might, I would say, get into a mindset of ego, jealousy, envy. All these factors can be seen at a very, very higher risk level if you are a kind of person who is 24/7 either on social media or keep connecting with people who are just putting you onto the top of your, I say, game. I've seen people competing each other for posts, likes, comments, awards. These are all dangerous kind of things and tools right now, which is killing everyone's peace on mind. So I'm going to take you pretty much through that how being into this technological world, we have to understand where our presence should be, and equally important is where we are not supposed to be.
I have one more question
Please.
from my side. Maybe after this session, or whenever you would feel like to, just answer that. Which is the market? I mean, is international market like Mauritius or Sri Lanka more lucrative for us trainers? I mean, is it that way?
To be very honest, I don't feel so.
Bangladesh.
I don't feel so. For a trainer has to actually put the niche in place. You have to create your market, to be very honest. And if you're a kind of trainer who is only so far about copy and paste, I'm so sorry, journey is going to be very, very difficult for you.
No, it's like, how do we tap the, see, obviously we need to have some audience reach.
Right.
So how do we reach to the audience? I mean,
so I think I'm going to cover that piece here in the session, and post at the end of the session also, I'm going to have a discussion on that point. So we can definitely can have a detailed discussion about it, where even your questions can be answered, and I will be able to put my insights on that.
And I would also like to know, for example, we are doing a training program for a startup, or we are doing a training program for a company who is which is 4 to 5 or 6 year old, or maybe 7 years old.
Right.
And on the other hand, we are doing training for a company. For example, I may take an example, Samsung or an LG or a Sapient. These are truly big organizations.
Absolutely.
What would be the difference in the approach and the level of the trainings? I mean,
true.
So I would
Got
also
it.
like.
Yes, we will do that. That discussion we will definitely pick up at the end of the session, so that we can understand each step by step how we can just get much deeper into the industry and understand the in and out of it. We will cover that as well. So now, keeping in mind today's social media presence, that why we need social media. First of all, we all need to understand, we all need to have our social media presence. But in which ways? That is first and the foremost thing we need to understand here. So social media basically are the platforms which is, I would say, healthy platforms for interaction and relationship building. It is not for content and ads. Now, a lot of you might have this dicey thought in your mind, why not content? Today, there are a lot of actually websites, lot of platforms where people only need content. Now, my question comes, are we creating a content as per audience, or audience is getting created as per our content? That is something, a question to be asked. Today I see YouTube, one of the fastest growing platform, social media platform. I see people are watching a video which is hardly 2.5 minutes. The video is getting viral in no time, and it is one of the, I don't even understand what you will learn out of that video. And then I see people who are seriously putting, I don't know what it is, but let me tell you, this is creating a serious anxiety and depression in a lot of people who are seriously behind content, and they really want to give some quality content to people to absorb, to make sure that their mindset is getting enhanced from level 1 to level 2. A very, very educated video, a very, very knowledgeable video from a very, very experienced people hardly have a like of 14 or 15. Can you understand the irony of it? Somebody was just doing some nonsense, some crap, and the video is viral. Funny thing, right? How this all things works. I'm going to slightly take you in that. So here, according to me, it's not about your content only. That's the reason I have mentioned here, not with an underline, so that we should not mislead ourselves that every time it's all about content. No, sometimes it is absolutely not about content. It is just, as you mentioned, a very important word. It's all about a market gimmick. Yes, a lot of people have promotional agendas. A lot of people have just, they want to become overnight success. You know, they want to become a star. So they have their own, I would say, kind of suggestions from their own creative mind, which they feel could be the right strategy for them to become an overnight sensation. But it is not healthy for people who is just consuming that content, because the same content would be consumed by a lot of people like youngsters, millennials, or people who are probably pretty much into their 30s and 40s. And people who are consuming after 40 might get into depression, saying that, wow, these people at such a young age is becoming a superstar in no time. What we were doing so far. And they start comparing themselves. And that pretty much, I would say put them onto a spotlight, saying that probably they are not doing anything good in life. Correct? Because today, whenever I do a slightly counseling sessions, a one-on-one coaching, a lot of people, I get this problem. The moment they see anyone's post on a very regular basis, they get this mindset, my God, how this person is able to do. And if so, they never have a tendency to learn from this person. They only have a tendency to have a revenge from this person. That is also the irony of life. You know, there are two ways of taking any challenge, according to me. One is you take it up into the positive side and grow from there. The second way is you just take it as a revenge, take it as an ego, take it as a like envy kind of relationship, and you blast the relationship. You're not going to get anything in the second one. Neither you are growing, nor you are developing healthy mindset. Third one, you are damaging yourself. Because a person who is growing on daily basis, nothing for that person. It's just a kind of, I would say it's just a kind of spark for that person. It hardly matters. Because the person has understood what this person has created for themselves. But for you, it's a heavy damage. So my way of learning is very simple. Whenever I see somebody is doing great, good, I always get motivated and charged of, wow, this person is really having a lot of quality thing to learn from. Let me see what I can elevate and how I can become a better individual by learning something from this individual. Rather than getting into a mindset, no, I should not like this person post. I should not comment on this person post. I even particularly should not allow this person to tag me into the post. Because probably if the person is going to tag me up, might be the person is taking my all the connections. You know, people have a very sick mentality. That is absolutely not healthy. So these all things we are going to understand today, that how people react to your situations. What is social media? Now on social media, you have to have these points in mind. First is you have to connect to people who are having a similar interest. So for example, your interest is you want to become a trainer. So try to connect with like-minded people so that you can be into that particular domain. Listen, learn, and interact. Do not directly start jumping on when you are under the learning process. I always believe when you listen very actively, then you are going to learn very fast, and then you become very, very interactive. Add value to people's life. Add value to your life also. Because automatically when you are with the people who are success holders, or you can say who are really doing good in their life, automatically your life will also improve. Maintain and foster relationships. That's why you are there on social media. So for example, you are there on a Facebook. Facebook is not just for posting pictures. At least start liking certain people pictures, start putting nice comments which are positive and healthy for everyone to read out. This way you will develop a practice of how to talk positive to yourself and how to talk and convey positive messages to others. increase your network in terms of personal and professional. Yes, right now a lot of people ask this question that why we have to be on LinkedIn. I say LinkedIn is the highly professional network, a platform where you find a lot of like-minded people and people are really, really helping each other. Build your personal brand and expertise. So for example, you want to pick any one single domain to expertise to apply your expertise on. Could be in terms of personal branding expert, could be you want to become a social media expert, could be like you want to be a parenting coach, you want to have an individual identity. Yes, you can even develop that by using social media. What is social media is all about? There's a lot of kiosk about it. There are a lot of different platforms. There are a lot of softwares which actually gives you that access of to be onto social media. And let me tell you, this is all a gimmicks behind technology. Today, you can have a wider reach just by using social media as a powerful medium to ensure that you know how to use each and every single platform. A lot of people don't know that just by using hashtags, the relevant keywords, right, how they can increase the visibility on any channel. People don't know what is podcast is all about. People don't have an idea about like how to actually market themselves in the right manner. It's not only about posting one picture. Even with posting, what you are writing and how you are writing makes a huge impact in terms of your visibility. First, blogging. As we know, like there was a time when people were mad about blogging. Even till today, certain people are crazy about blogging. But I think a lot of people has moved out of this blogging also because there are today better ways of getting into a social media presence, right? So in blogging, so for example, you are somebody who love reading, who love writing, and who love commenting of somebody if someone has shared a very valid and relevant content. What you should do? Start following them because you will also start learning. But again, be very careful. Are you connecting with people with whom you are going to learn into a healthy manner, or you are just getting into a mindset where you are not learning and you are only getting attracted towards the negativity of it? Facebook. A lot of us, we joined Facebook because we just wanted to have a network. I'm sure you must have seen on Facebook, I have seen like people have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people in their connection. But whenever they put a post, only 100 people will like. Comments will be hardly 10 or 20. So who is actually your crowd? This 20 to 30 people are actually your genuine crowd who is paying attention towards that post or who might connect to you with that post. It's not about collecting the crowd. It's about am I just having the valuable people who understand my content or who are simply just doing something onto social media because of their presence. People who like your photos, people who like your status updates, shared links, these are all the ways how you can have your visibility in a very healthy manner, right? And then what you are supposed to do by using Facebook. See, today Facebook is one of the widest platform, no doubt about it. But LinkedIn has also become a very powerful professional network where you have a better reach, you have a better access to a lot of quality people, and that's how you grow your market value. Now, when we talk about applications or privacy and profile, now let me tell you a very simple way in terms of Facebook. Facebook, security, privacy, these all platforms will have their common connects. All we need to understand is how to use our privacy in a matter like if certain posts you don't want to make it public, you can always change their private status to your limited circle. If you don't want people should tag you or people should unnecessarily put your name somewhere, you can always have the privacy even for that also. That who you are supposed to give access and how people are supposed to ask you if they really want to tag you up, right? But according to me, if you are into a kind of independent personal branding kind of business, tagging always help you to reach out to a wider space. And please support it if you really want that support from everyone. Correct? So do not become only a kind of person that when you love to tag, you tag everybody, but you don't allow people to tag you. If you guys are from the same industry, if you are supporting everyone's mission in the common way, then please support each other on all these platforms, because these platforms are meant to create healthy bonding, healthy relationships, and healthy wider reach. LinkedIn, a very, very powerful platform nowadays, and lot of quality people, lot of people are doing very quality work. You will find here on this professional network. This is not a platform which is all about posting pictures, talking coffee, talking tea. No, it is a very, very serious professional platform where people only post what is related to their work. And if they really want to connect to you, you can always connect to them through their personal messaging, right? Drop your number, get them onto a call or WhatsApp, whichever you feel is relevant and healthy for you. Accordingly, you can connect. Otherwise, you can always leave your personal mail ID there so that people can shoot a mail to you if they are really interested to connect with you with the kind of work you are into. Connections, groups, profiles, and recommendations. Now in LinkedIn, we have a beautiful feature called recommendation. So for example, people who are into an independent business and really want to create an independent identity, for them, I will highly recommend that you should use your two columns called recommendations and endorsements, right? Because endorsements will give a viewer an idea that who you are and what is your credibility is all about. And if you can allow 2-3 people to write some strong recommendations also, would be great. But recommendation you should take from people with whom you have worked or who know you with your kind of work or quality thing you are going to provide them. That is very, very important and essential. On LinkedIn, the best way is to involve and engage through, I would say, participation in terms of discussions. So for example, somebody has posted some post or there is some article somebody has written. You really love that post. Don't forget to like and put a right comment there. If you really love that post, right? Now, when you put a comment, it supports that individual to write such kind of post and articles, right? And this is the same manner even this person is going to support you when you have something in plate, like on something onto the platform which you will be mentioning there. Twitter, if you feel according to your work profile, according to the kind of business line you are into, Twitters make a sense. Please opt for it. According to me, I don't think so. Twitter is a platform for each and everything. In social media, you have to understand one thing: every single platform will not be valid for you. You have to pick according to the industry, according to the business you are into. For certain businesses, Insta is not a good option. For certain businesses, see, Facebook is fine. It's a universal concept now. It has been, because all of us, we have our first presence on Facebook, right? For certain people, if you feel Insta is not a healthy option, don't opt for it. You feel Twitter is not a right option right now for your kind of business to get onto right away, don't use that. Use other platforms. For you, for your business, maybe podcast can be the right way. LinkedIn can be the right way. Facebook connections could be the right way. Or story, the short story, the short show reels could be the right way. So you have to check on it, which one is the right medium for you to connect and promote and expand your business and your independent identity in a healthy manner. You need not to get into this mindset, everyone is there on every single platform, so my presence is also important. No. You have to see to it.
How do we
do that? Yes. Now I'll tell you. For example, somebody is into fitness business. Okay. Now this person is habitual of writing healthy blogs, articles. So on LinkedIn, what this person is using, this person only shot few posts, pictures, because LinkedIn, he cannot go with only pictures, which is not even professional. Because see, when you are into fitness business, a lot of people, they have like very different pictures, as you know very well, right? Because they have to
Insta might work.
Insta might work again, because the challenge here he would be, he cannot keep on posting everyday body pictures. He has to share the content in a manner with a picture. There has to be a very powerful quotation or very powerful line which can actually add value to people who are visiting their page.
Right.
That way it might support. But again, now on LinkedIn, if he's trying to do the same thing, it will backfire. It will not give him any kind of weightage.
No.
right? So there the strategy will
Hardly find
change.
fitness trainers on LinkedIn.
Absolutely.
Hardly.
But let me tell you, there are people who are very, very creative. See, the strategy has to be changed on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, he should not post pictures. On LinkedIn, he should write healthy articles.
Yes.
But if the person is absolutely not good in the writing, he should not even try that, because that then again it's going to be a disaster, right? So
People
you
really
have to
crack
choose.
that down very fast on LinkedIn.
Absolutely. Very true, very true. Because people will be reading and they really want to read something valuable. They really want to read something knowledgeable. So that's how they support each other. So all I'm trying to say here is, if for you LinkedIn is not working, don't worry, you need not to have your presence there. But if you feel Insta is working absolutely fine as per your fitness business, there you can really show your body, put a right quotation for a learning point of view. And it really helps you to get the promotion of your business in the right manner. Use that platform. Use that platform very actively. Remaining platforms, what you can do is you can have your presence. Like for example, on Facebook, we have a lot of fitness groups, right? People
Yes.
have a lot of WhatsApp groups nowadays. So just join healthy attachments. Don't be a part of each and every single thing. Then you become like, you will be blasted with messages only, right? So join which is essential, join which is with a like-minded people, join where you feel your presence and your brand can be widely spread in the healthy manner. You have to choose your platform also according to your business line. To test on, first initially for say about good couple of months, you can have your presence, but then once you start getting your traffic, your likes, your comments, and people starting connecting with you, you will be able to identify which one is the right platform for you. Accordingly you get into it, because I have seen a lot of people use Twitter initially just out of craze, and once they start getting trolled, they immediately close up that, and then they move into LinkedIn. Again, on LinkedIn they don't get the right people in terms of putting healthy, because probably their content is not sufficient enough to reach to the right crowd set. Their business might only support Facebook and Insta because they are probably into a lot of creative stuff. People who are into painting business, right? Who are into handicraft business, for them Insta is the best option.
Insta is very good. Yeah.
Correct?
It
Because
pictures.
yes, they can go with lot of variation, lot of creative stuff there. Even to a certain extent, Facebook is the ideal platform for them.
Yeah, they can put a collection of all their artifacts, and they can create a
Right.
page for there, and they can put it.
True. For them, LinkedIn is absolutely a pathetic option. But yes, they can use it in other different creative manner. Again, shooting up a very creative short blog and then attaching it out what an individual will come to know through their sessions. That is something they can pull the crowd from there if they are doing it up group sessions, group training for painting, or they really want to make it up a module for somebody like a online training for 2 hours, 3 hours. That kind of crowd, they can pull it out from LinkedIn. But provided that their post has to go in a very, very sync manner, and people should understand what is happening in their business.
What about us trainers?
I think we trainers, I found LinkedIn is the best platform currently, if you ask me. Twitter is absolutely, you should not have your presence because that's not for trainers and coaches. But yes, if you really turning out, see, a lot of people have a different ideology about being on Twitter. They wanted to enter into politics as a career. Let me tell you, a couple of people have this ideology. So they unnecessarily get into these arguments and discussions which are actually politically oriented. So for that reason,
The discussions are usually like people conflicting with each other, one person pointing out to the other person, maybe actors or maybe politicians,
yes,
whoever.
right.
Just
That's
quarreling
the
with each
reason.
other.
That's the reason they join that platform, so that they can get that sort of attention which can help them to get into that political lead. To be very
Right.
honest, people have a different and very crazy stuff of entering into certain industries, right? So for them,
Then
it
that's
might
a
work.
nonsense for us. Twitter is a
It's
nonsense for us.
absolutely nonsense. And I will not suggest any platform where you feel your mental peace is getting disturbed. That platform is not healthy for you. My suggestion here, first you have to understand, come down to a level where you can really take that stress. If somebody is posting, either you should be into a position of answering them into a fairly good manner, And if you feel the post is irrelevant, ignore it. But if your mind is not giving you a signal, no, 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 how dare it can write, I will immediately suggest you just take yourself out from that platform. It is not healthy for you. Because
And
more
how
than answering, yes.
Instagram?
Insta for us trainers, see, I'm not on Insta, to be very honest, and I don't use Insta because I didn't find any relevant stuff coming out from Insta. Lot of people, no doubt, see, you can post your pictures with a nice quotation, but again, that become very monotonous for a trainer,
Yeah.
right? And as a trainer, we should be a part of innovation, creativity, and serving people something into such a manner that people feel, wow, what is next? According to me, that is called creativity. But on
Yeah.
Insta, I feel it is much more suiting to businesses which are too much either into painting, fitness, yoga items, or showing something, some sort of art which is like nowhere, it's unique. And you can really go with a picture because picture speaks a lot. But we as a trainer have a lot of things which we cannot put only in the form of picture every time. So I feel sometimes half knowledge is only getting communicated, which is again very, very dangerous.
It's quite possible that, for example, someone is ready to give a 2-hour session or conducting some online session. That flyer can be posted on Insta. That's it.
Yes.
Through that, publicity can be made, but much of the content
Absolutely.
cannot be posted there.
No. Because then people feel it's not Insta. People feel it's like some essay writing competition platform they have entered, right? So we
So
cannot go with that.
Facebook and LinkedIn is a better platform for us.
For trainers, definitely for sure. Because see, what happened is a lot of people even asked me this question and they were saying that why I don't have my page on Insta, though I have been flashed on Insta through a lot of different channels because my interviews got flashed on different platforms. I've never been onto Savan, I have never been onto Insta, Twitter and all this. But my interviews got relayed on these platforms. So people started asking, why don't you have a personal account there? I said, I don't feel the importance of having on those platforms. But yes, if somebody is having that sort of channel and they want to, let them get into it, right? So you can always have that option for you. Coming down to how to use social media, first and the foremost thing which we have to understand here is we need to track a fair balance. I'm getting noise. Yeah. So first and the foremost thing is we have to understand, we have to create a fair balance. Either we use Facebook, we use LinkedIn, we use Insta, or we use Twitter. Or for example, you have your own presence on something like TikTok, or you have some other channel, or YouTube for that matter even, right? So you have to strike up a balance that why you all are there, what resources you are using, what is your goal, and what is the time duration you are there on that particular platform. Everything makes a huge difference. So first thing, focus. Align what you're posting on your social media. Randomly don't get into this mindset that every day I have to shoot some and the other thing. No. Consistency is important, but not at a rate of like every day you have 2-3 posts regularly going on. I think 2 days once one post is absolutely healthy to post on your this thing, until and unless you are not into a very crazy business called tarot reading, or people really look into some sort of business which is like every day they want to read something out of your business, right? Have an interactive or engage people into some sort of activity, whichever platform you are using. Like you can create either a poll, or you can either create some sort of quiz, or you can create a post which is quite engaging. Like you can throw a challenge people. So for example, you want to know what actual leadership is all about. So for example, on LinkedIn, you write a post and down to that you say like, from so and so leaders, I want to understand what are their views, what are their insights. Let people have an engagement with your post. Listen. As I mentioned, in order to use social media, you should have this power of listening. Everything is not meant to be into a reactive manner. Ensure that everything which is getting in the form of comments on your social media or any of the platform whichever you are using, don't take everything personally. But if you feel that somebody is just randomly posting something which is not even relevant, ignore it. right? That is very, very important. But yes, if there is something very important comment has been given to you and you feel that seriously I need to change on this, I need to work on this area of my life, please take it if it's healthy, it's positive, and somebody is trying to help you in that. Now, let's get into a questionnaire round. As Vinita ma'am was asking a lot of questions, and I am sure Dr. Ranu has also reached home right now. So, you all are open to ask your questions. Let's have a discussion now. Manish ji, even you are open to have your questions, whatever you have in mind. Hello.
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 Yes, ma'am. Ranu here.
Yes, Dr. Ranu, please
Yeah.
tell.
My question would be a bit, I think, different.
Please.
Because as I told you, are introduced, yeah, that I'm getting into the training and coaching firm or things or whatever, like we can say. So basically, I'm a educator, an academician. So what would be your suggestions, or what would be from your experience who would suggest or guide me towards getting into these things at the very beginning, at the very outset, and how also to use this social platforms, being an educator, academician, as well as getting into the field of training and coaching. Because
Right.
the problem which I face is, first of all, the beginning point, because mine is a totally different, like what I can say, as we say in writing, we say genre. So in the same way, a totally
Yes.
different profile, actually, I can say.
Right.
But definitely I can say I'm very confident in my own self, and a very, like, a good learner. So I think if I'm a good learner, I could definitely deliver. The thing I'm telling you this is because though it is a totally different field I am working in, or was working in, but I would definitely try and prove myself in this one. So in both the cases, and one more thing is that though that's not related to training and coaching directly, but still I think coaching, it's of course related to, because it's academic. So how could I take myself on up to the people, or reach to people, of course unbounded with the localities I am in a new way? Because ma'am, what happens is that in my profession or my present situation, there is so much monotonous वाला एक phase आ गया है parents के लिए, students के लिए, because everything is getting online student, मतलब like classes, tuitions, school, everything. So like they are like, now something action should be there, but action is not possible in this pandemic situation yet. It won't be possible to risk the students for 4 to 6 months more, I
Right.
think so, minimum.
Right. Right.
So what could be the approach, what could be the innovation, how could I promisingly get to them, and what difference they would feel, or we can make them feel? So I think these are my some
Great.
practical questions which I'm really looking to work about.
Absolutely. So as you are starting up your journey, as you mentioned that you come from a different lead all put together, and you are really into a process of taking this journey ahead into a practical application, right? First and the foremost thing, yes, it's a challenge right now due to pandemic, that a lot of people are getting into a monotonous way of taking it out. Virtual is getting too much for people. But again, I do feel there is a way how even on our virtual sessions we can make it more interactive. Don't make it up. Whatever you want to teach, keep your sessions very systematic and structured and more activity oriented. Let people have a curiosity, give them a space to ask their question, like how you are asking me right away. Because see, when people feel that connect, people have a lot of questions nowadays, lot of questions. It's only the way how you make interactive sessions even on your virtual presence. Today, as you mentioned very right, for next 6 months, I don't find that there is any way we
Yeah,
can get into offline mode.
yeah.
But can we change the story of 6 months? The answer is
No,
yes. The
this
answer is
this way we can.
absolutely yes.
Yeah, this way we can. No, in the sense,
Correct.
for pandemic we can't do anything, but we can
Absolutely.
change it the other way, right?
Other way right. So learning, teaching, education, coaching, whichever field you want to get into, first of all make yourself that you introduce yourself very accurately to people. Pick one area right now, Pick one vertical which you are passionate the most about, something to change on. You feel women is one area, like you want to work very closely with them, empower them in some sort, some other way, so that they can understand why they are supposed to do certain things. You can pick that. Start working with couple of people. Initially, you need not to work with 100 people in one go. Work with 5
Yeah.
quality people. I'm telling you, that makes huge change in your life.
Yes.
Rather than having a crowd of 500 people and not doing anything, will not make any sense.
And how could be the starting, ma'am, for me, like
Very simple.
personally?
In your locality, as you mentioned, that your locality is probably not having that much kind of awareness where people literally
Yeah,
get into something. So you might be having within your own circle couple of people like you, like-minded people, 4 to 5
Uh-huh.
ladies. You just get them, have a regular sessions with them. Now when I say regular, you need not to get on everyday basis. Weekly
Uh-huh.
once should be good enough to execute your process. Give them a direction plan that, hey, this is my plan. Do you want to be a part of my mission or vision, whatever I want to create? Let's
Okay.
create a force which can help to channelize our mission and vision to a wider angle.
Yeah.
And I always believe one person, one right person makes a huge difference in your journey. So
Right,
don't even
right.
hesitate. If you don't get 5 people, forget about it. I started my journey all alone.
Alone. Yeah, I know.
All
We have
alone.
heard it last time. Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am. And that's inspiring.
Right? So what you should do is have a self-confidence, have a belief on yourself. Things are going to change for you when you stand very strong in your own journey. Even if you have one lady next to you, share with her what's your mission, what's your vision, and what you want to create. But make sure she should be a like-minded person. She might need not to be very, very extraordinary talented. Let me tell you,
Yes.
a normal human being which is who is ready to learn from you, who is ready to contribute to the mission and the vision what you are looking out and sharing out, and have a transparent talk.
Yeah, yeah.
No hanky panky talks, no misguiding people, no misleading the whole theory. Because a lot of entrepreneurs, especially the young people who are getting into this journey quite late, they mess out big time. The reason is somewhere their thoughts are not in sync with what they want to do. They start with something, they end up by doing something, and all the leaders in that journey is lost.
All right, right.
And people feel why we are wasting our time, because our leader itself is not synced in what he or she wanted to. So I feel as a leader, first and the foremost thing, take a paper, write down what you are passionate about, pick one area first, initiate that,
True.
and from there you will find multiple things will come out for you as an option. And then you start building people as leaders under you. For example, start mentoring people, start mentoring 4 to 5 ladies, or probably 4 to 5 youngsters who are probably fresh graduates, masters holder, who recently passed out and they really want to take this journey of training into their career. Groom them, train them, mentor them into the right vision, and explain them why it is important for them to get into this kind of projects. Help them to explore the arena onto a wider angle. This will give you a lot of strength. This will also teach you how to move in the right direction with right people. Don't worry, in this journey you will meet all kind of people. Wrong, right, ugly, good, bad, worst. Everyone is necessary in your journey, because they are the one who are going to teach you what is right and what is wrong.
Right.
So that's a
And
wonderful
obviously, we make a lot
experience.
of mistakes also.
Yes.
We make a lot of mistakes as
We
well.
make, and we should make actually,
So that we learn the
mistakes.
right thing.
Absolutely. I believe we should make mistakes every day, new mistakes. Learn from previous mistake. Don't keep repeating the same mistake. Then if you're doing the same mistake again and again, that is no more a
Then there is
mistake.
no learning.
There's no
Yeah.
learning, and
That
that's
is
not a
ignorance.
mistake.
That
Yeah.
is ignorance.
True,
Willful
Ignorance. So we should not get into it. We should not get so comfortable in doing every day and time the same mistake. Then we're just ignoring and wasting everyone's time.
Ignoring it, yeah.
Let's not do that. We all are human beings. Till today also, I happily do sometimes mess out work with myself, and I say, okay, fine, done is done. Now don't get too much tensed about it. It's fine.
Yes.
Tomorrow I should not do it. Sometimes I messed out my Sundays very badly. I plan, okay, Sunday is going to be my holiday, but yes, it is sometimes jam-packed right since morning till late evening. It's okay. It's a journey. because we are working towards some common goals, right? So we have to take it very passionately. So all I'm trying to say here, Dr. Ranu, you need not to have 100 people in one go. Create one people. A right leader will make a huge difference in your journey, and then you start opening your various things.
Yeah, I think two more questions which comes to my mind with this is new people like me, or like nowadays many who are looking for this entrepreneurship, or for getting into a business. All these webinars have been conducted where they go on with all this fancy dressed and all these things. We are going to get the pitch for all that things. We are going to allow this, we are going to give this, and then they come to, we will also give you some 4 leads, 5 leads, 6 leads, whatever leads, and then the cost will go from 20,000 to 5,000 for today and 2,000 for tomorrow and all those things. Should we really go for it's not about working for someone else, rather should we fall prey to such things because I don't feel really that these things would work? Or would it always be better to create your own brand, though it may be a very small one, as you said, starting alone, or having 1 or 2 with you, 1 or 2 right people with you, and continuing? And if creating our own brand is good, then what should be what should be the goal for that brand, or what should be the starting point for that brand? I think that.
So for me, one thing you're talking about, creating a independent identity. Second concept which you're talking about is a concept of collaboration. Now, collaboration will help you out a lot in today's scenario. And let me tell you,
not collaboration also, actually. Collaboration is something where I think, I don't know whether it is really called collaboration, because I would be very new, but like this, they want us to buy few things. And they promise so many things that you will get. For example, if you want to teach somewhere online, you don't want to create your own app, you don't want to create your own identity, you don't want to create your own brand, all the technicalities we will be handling. You have to pay some so and so amount, and you have to be a part of this, and we will be giving you this training, that training, that training. Some things they will, fancy things they'll tell you, and then at the end they would come up with some offers, and in the starting we will be giving you few leads also, but that leads should be actively they should be made active by you, means by the person who is going to buy this. So this sort of things, I think this is not collaboration, you're talking.
It is called digital collaboration. Because right now we are no more into the offline, everybody is turning online. So online, how it has gone into, there will be a company, there will be a dedicated team who will look into the technical platform, technical specification of that, how they're supposed to execute that entire platform. See, when you are onto an online platform, you need somebody should come to your platform, visit your profile, and understand that who is Dr. Ranu, right? And that's how they are going to promote your profile on their platform. So what is there? It is just a platform. How we have e-commerce, Flipkart, Amazon, we have like a lot of things on this, right? People sell, people buy. So these are only the platforms. Now transaction happen through people. People have to pay some sort of commission also there, right? For whatever the service they'll be using. So they are asking you to do that. My suggestion here would be, if you are very new to that particular concept, one time trying is not at all absolutely a wrong way. You can always have an experience, but don't fall for very, very heavy investment in one go. Right? Don't go with that. See to it, if that works out for you, you are really able to contribute on that, because there are a lot of things even with that. You have to create your online modules, you have to shoot with a very good quality videos, and you have to really, really have a good voice while you are talking. Make sure the recording has to be neat, clean, and well presentable. So there are a lot of other key aspects also which you have to look into. So my suggestion here would be, don't hesitate in taking one step ahead. If you feel right now you want to give up a try and see to it how it works, one particular thing, yes, one particular channel, you can always try. See to it. If that works out, go ahead with that. But if you feel no, this will not be, then you need not to. You can stop always. But don't randomly get into with a heavy investment.
Yeah, true.
Right? The reason why I'm saying so, because see, sometimes we do this kind of investments thinking that everything is all about only one platform. No. Into training and coaching business, you have to have your presence on multiple platforms, and everything is a costing factor. That is also you have to understand. Today, anything you do, branding, you do posting, you even go and cover yourself in media, it's a cost to you.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Because
true.
everywhere you have to invest something. Then only you are going to get certain things in mind. So my suggestion here would be, as you are very new into this journey, take it slowly, but take it steadily. That would be the ideal way, because currently for me, spending too much onto branding and marketing will not make
Yeah.
any sense. You can do it absolutely free. I can tell you certain tools which you can use it up on your social media platforms, through LinkedIn, through Facebook, and you can keep marketing yourself into a multiple groups, because it's
Okay.
all about promotion. But you have to be very, very actively involved into certain promotions. So either you or the second lady, if she's very good in handling social media accounts, somebody can
Mhm.
take that responsibility, and you have to ensure as a brand identity or as an individual identity, however you want to start up, that thing, that post has to be in sync with your that whole image. It should not
Okay.
give me a portray that Dr. Ranu is running one company also, but on LinkedIn, she's projecting that she's only an independent identity. Then there is a mismatch.
Oh, right. Right.
Correct? Because for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
I know Dr. Ranu through a company. So you are
Yeah.
promoting your company work there. Then don't try to highlight your personal brand there. There's a different
Mhm.
platform where you can get as a personal identity, right? Because
Yes.
mix and match will always make your crowd to get confused about what you're trying to communicate to them. So choose one. Whichever fits you best, choose that and try using that.
Okay, but whoever would be writing the articles on LinkedIn, that
Mhm.
won't be company. That would be someone who is related to the company. He might be the owner, or he might be any other employee of the company.
Yes, yes.
So if I want to promote Vivify HR, I will only write articles for that. I mean, I am only the person who is would be writing. तो उसमें मेरे skills भी तो market हो ही रहे हैं. So
आपको
how
क्या
I
करना है, आपको लिंक्डइन पे भी अपनी कंपनी के नाम से ही पेज क्रिएट करना है. आपको अपने नाम से पेज नहीं क्रिएट करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपकी कंपनी का नाम है विनीता डॉट some international organization, right? Let's assume that. So you create a LinkedIn page by your company name with a company logo, right?
yes,
और जब
that
भी
is
आप
the
आर्टिकल, हाँ, और जब भी आप आर्टिकल लिखेंगे, आप उसके अंदर हाईलाइट कर सकते हैं, यू बीइंग अ ओनर ऑफ द कंपनी और मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ द कंपनी, यू कैन ऑलवेज मेंशन. My suggestion here would be, as a CEO of the company, you don't write that. Let somebody else from your company write that, because that makes a huge weightage.
ma'am, no one writes the way I like to.
So what
You
you
know,
should do is, you write, and you can put someone else's name also there if you have some partner. If you don't have, then you project your own independent identity. There is nothing wrong about it.
yes, I'm the sole. I'm into sole proprietorship. I don't have any partner with me,
You
and
can, then
I'm
you can do yourself. Then you mention sole proprietorship or something like that. People
yes,
can
it's written.
understand that.
Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah,
fine. Then you
yeah.
write that.
Lead business operations is there.
Yes, yes. You need not even mention anything. Just write your name down, proprietor. Simple.
Okay.
Because proprietor itself is a very powerful, designation. So people understand. It's a solo proprietorship kind of company, where you
Okay.
are taking care of each and everything. It's not a joint venture. It's not about we are talking about multiple business partners. No, it's somebody who is handling everything solo.
Right.
That's it. So
Okay.
you can go like that.
Okay.
Yes. Any other question?
Yeah, I had it related to the to reaching the right audiences. Like I was
Right.
asking the international approach, maybe Sri Lanka,
Yes.
Mauritius, Bangladesh. I mean, how to explore these markets. I don't have. I tried to
So,
Facebook groups, but
okay.
what happened? Wahan pe it's like more of a junk rather than reaching the right
True.
audiences. It was
True. True.
actually a junk. People reaching out for tarot cards, yeah, wo,
Yes.
pata nahi, astrologers.
Yes, you're right. So
And there
I'll
are
tell you.
other junks are also there in these
Yes.
international platforms.
Yes, yes. There's a lot of junk. I completely get that. So, but the problem here is with social media, lot of stuff is getting downloaded there day in, day out. And right now, as people are completely on social media, they feel everything is for granted. Do it whatever you can. Right? Now you have to be very, very careful also in picking out what you should and what you should not. Junk is something which right now we cannot avoid because it's an open platform. Problem is that.
Okay.
राइट? तो आप जंक की टेंशन मत लीजिए, जंक आपको एक एक्स्ट्रा बोनस के तौर पे आता ही आता है.
Okay.
ठीक है? नाउ यू हैव टू बिकम हियर वेरी वेरी systematic. You have to follow a systematic approach. For example, you
But
want to connect.
But then
Yeah.
a group which has junk, how do we know that we are reaching to the right audience over there? वो तो हमें खुद ही credible नहीं लगेगा.
तो आप ऐसा
Yeah,
कीजिए ना,
होता है.
आप जो भी ग्रुप कनेक्ट करते हैं, आप जब भी उनके मैसेजेस देखेंगे या जो भी उनसे रेलेवेंट पोस्ट आपको आ रही हैं, थ्रू देयर पोस्ट यू विल बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई कि ये लोग ढंग से कुछ काम कर भी रहे हैं या सिर्फ बातें बना रहे हैं.
Okay.
आपको ये चीज, ये आइडिया यू विल बी एबल टू गेट इट अप बिकॉज यू आर इनटू एचआर लाइन सिंस अ वेरी लॉन्ग, सो नोबडी कैन रीड पीपल बेटर देन यू.
It's like, so we have to be vigilant ourselves that
Absolutely.
whether things are the right path or not.
Yes, observe it कि जो भी वो आ रहा है वहां से कंटेंट, वो आपका आपसे कितना मैच हो रहा है, क्या आपको उसकी जरूरत है भी, और सिंपली यू आर अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट ग्रुप.
Right.
आपको अगर लगता है कि देयर इज नो, आई मीन एब्सोल्यूट पैथेटिक एंगेजमेंट इज हैपनिंग देयर एंड पीपल आर नॉट द लाइक माइंडेड व्हिच यू आर लुकिंग आउट, exit out from that group.
Yeah. Because it
You
takes a
need
lot
not to be there. Yes, just get out from there. You need not to be hanging around that group simply just because you want to be a part of that group. For what reason? You are not adding any value. You are also not even sharing anything which is meaningful there. Neither you are getting something out of that group. Then what is the point?
Right.
राइट? तो आपको ये दोनों ही चीजें ध्यान में रखनी, या तो आप उनको कुछ ऐसा नॉलेजेबल सिखा रहे हो या आप उनसे कुछ ऐसा सीख रहे हो, कुछ तो होना चाहिए ना. जब दोनों में से कोई चीज नहीं हो रही है, देन यू हैव टू बी, यू हैव अ स्ट्रांग रीजन टू गेट आउट ऑफ दैट ग्रुप.
Right.
So that call you have to take. और आपको ये बहुत फेयरली पता चल जाएगा, इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है आज के टाइम पे लोगों को आइडेंटिफाई करना कि कौन क्या कर रहा है. Within a good 1 week's time, you'll be able to identify जिस टाइप से उनकी पोस्ट, उनके कंटेंट, उनकी एंगेजमेंट दिखाई देगी, you will be able to clearly read them up.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
And what is, ma'am? I mean, if you're there doing out international trainings,
Mhm.
what's their level as compared to the level of knowledge in India?
I would say there people have a lot of awareness. वहां पे ना लोगों का ट्रेनिंग, कोचिंग इज समथिंग, इज अ पार्ट ऑफ देयर लाइफ. प्रॉब्लम हियर इन इंडिया, वी हैव अ बिगर अपॉर्चुनिटीज हियर इन इंडिया एंड पीपल नीड इट एक्चुअली एट मच अर्ली एज. लेकिन लोगों की अवेयरनेस क्या है ना, कि हम लोगों को आदत होती है, नहीं नहीं हम सब खुद ही कर लेंगे. दैट इज हाउ वी एक्चुअली लिव अवर लाइफ. और जब हम खुद करने सब कुछ चलते हैं तो क्या होता है, सब चीजों के अंदर हम मैसी क्रिएट करते हैं, because we feel we are superheroes, right? So that feel has to get out. Yes,
We need a lot of helpers, but
lots. So मेरे को लगता है टीचिंग और कोचिंग और मेंटरिंग इंडस्ट्री कहीं पे है तो इंडिया के अंदर सबसे ज्यादा उसकी जरूरत है. लेकिन आयरनी ऑफ लाइफ इज कि लोगों को यहाँ पे उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं पता है. तो सबसे पहले ना आपको थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी उस चीज को अवेयरनेस फैक्टर में लाने के लिए, राइट? तो वो सेक्टर अगर आप डेवलप कर पाते हो अच्छे से, दैट्स हाउ देन यू विल बी एबल टू टेक अप द जर्नी अहेड. But coming down to international platforms, let me tell you, especially if I talk about Malaysian market, if I talk about Sri Lanka, if I talk about UAE and certain countries of, I mean, Gulf sector, very, very good opportunities and people are really, really very fond of learning. जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि उनके लिए learning is a part of life. वहां पे कुछ स्पेसेस में तो लोग कोचेस के बगैर काम ही नहीं करते हैं. I mean, the moment they think of starting a business, they immediately first hire a business coach.
wow.
Then they are going to take everything with their guidance. अभी किसी को पर्सनल लाइफ में इशू आ रहा है, they immediately get onto a personal coaching coach. किसी के रिलेशनशिप में बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, they immediately get into a life coach. This is how their life is all about.
Here, personal coaching is done by psychiatrists, ma'am.
तो you can call it anything. मतलब यहाँ पे इंडिया में मैंने देखा है, ऐसी बात नहीं कि डिमांड नहीं है, रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं. मेरे को लगता है इंडिया में लोगों को सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत है. प्रॉब्लम इज कि
people don't reach out here.
एक तो रीच आउट नहीं करेंगे, दूसरा क्या है कि दे ऑलवेज हैव दिस किट की जो उनकी आदत होती है ना, ये थोड़ा कम कर दो, वो थोड़ा कम कर दो, वो कम करते हुए सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता है. एंड देन यू लूज योर कॉन्फिडेंस, राइट? यू विल, मैं ट्रेनिंग कर रहा हूँ, मेंटरिंग कर रहा हूँ, इससे अच्छा मैं फ्री कर देता हूँ. लेट मी एंजॉय एटलीस्ट. यस और नो? I mean, I feel कि आप उस लेवल से नीचे एक बार्गेन करो ना, मच बेटर है आप उसको फ्री दे दो. एटलीस्ट लेट द पर्सन हैव अ पीस ऑफ माइंड.
Right.
करेक्ट. एटलीस्ट उसको, उसके लिए भी फायदा है और आपके लिए भी फायदा है. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, एक प्रोग्राम आप फ्री भी कर दोगे ना, आई थिंक यू हैव द बेस्ट एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ योर लाइफ.
Experience, yes, and a practice as well.
प्रैक्टिस. क्योंकि आपकी अगर अपने एक स्टैंडर्ड लेवल की आपकी एक मार्किंग है, आप देखिए एक स्टैंडर्ड लेवल से कुछ थोड़ा ही ऊपर नीचे कर सकते हैं, राइट. यू कैन नॉट कंप्लीटली गेट इनटू कि आप एक 40,000 का प्रोग्राम सिर्फ आप 500 रुपए में देने लग जाओ. दैट विल नॉट मेक एनी सेंस.
No, not at all.
Right? So you should not drop down to that level. All I'm trying to say, people definitely need a lot of health, consciousness things, support system, training, coaching, mentoring, everything is required in India. We can have the biggest market in India. Problem is awareness.
Right.
लोगों को, बहुत कम ऐसे लोग हैं जो ऐसा इनिशिएटिव लेते हैं, जो जुड़ते हैं लोगों के साथ, जिनके अंदर लर्निंग एक पैशन है और जिनको ये लगता है कि पर्सनली अगर हमें लाइफ में कुछ ग्रो करना है तो वी रियली नीड हेल्प फ्रॉम समबडी हु कैन हेल्प अस इन क्रिएटिंग दोज एरियाज ऑफ लाइफ.
Right.
तो हम लोग सिर्फ दो ही बातें करते हैं, प्रोफेशन हो गया, फैमिली है, उसके बाद आपकी एक लाइफ है, मतलब फैमिली के साथ आप चलते चलो. यू डोंट नो हाउ टू इवन हैव अ बेस्ट मोमेंट्स विद फैमिली.
True.
करेक्ट. तो वो सब चीजें हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. तो दिस इज हाउ समथिंग वेयर द यू नो द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ कोचेस एंड मेंटर्स कम्स इनटू पिक्चर. तो दैट इज समथिंग वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन. तो काम बहुत है करने के लिए. ओनली थिंग इज यहाँ पे हमें थोड़ा सा वही है ना, आपको एक ग्राउंड लेवल से लोगों को लेना है, उनको समझाना है, उनको इस चीज के लिए अवेयर करना पड़ेगा आपको कि ये सब चीजें आपकी लाइफ में बदल सकती हैं अगर आप थोड़ा सा अपना ध्यान लर्निंग की तरफ लगा लो तो.
Right.
मेरे को लगता है हर चीज लाइफ में आप चेंज कर सकते हो व्हेन यू हैव अ कॉन्शियसनेस, एफर्ट टुवर्ड्स इट इन अ पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन. बाकी तो हम सब ह्यूमन बीइंग है, वी ऑल गो थ्रू आवर अप्स एंड डाउन्स, नथिंग बिग डील अबाउट इट. ऐसा नहीं है कि सबकी लाइफ में हमेशा सब कुछ अच्छा ही होता है, नहीं. हमारी लाइफ में कई बार ऐसे ऐसे मोमेंट्स आते हैं जो हम कभी सोच भी नहीं पाते हैं और फिर हम पूछते हैं ऐसा हमारे साथ क्यों, रादर देन आस्किंग व्हाई डोंट यू जस्ट स्टेप आउट ऑफ दैट. हो गया जो हो गया, नाउ जस्ट थिंक अबाउट कि कल का दिन तो है आपके पास.
Right.
Why you want to cry about past? Why you want to cry about that?
Looking into the future. Yeah.
Yes. You screw up future moment. Past का आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. Present already is gone क्योंकि you have only wasted your present in thinking about past and planning about future.
True.
और दोनों में से कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. Right? So that is how it works. So it's so simple. It's all about awareness, I feel, is required here in India. But if we are able to create that right mindset between people, we can really change people's life. और वो होगा, लेकिन थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा. हमारी जैसे जिस हिसाब से हम चलते हैं ना, चीजों को अपनाने में, करने में हम थोड़ा टाइम लेते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम नहीं लेते हैं, लेने वाले लोग एक्शन भी लेते हैं. There are good people around जिनको रियलाइज थोड़ा अर्ली स्टेजेस में हो जाता है and they start getting into it. But this market is, it will take its own time right now. It's picking up, but it will take its own time. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Today I
That's
have
how
hired
supposed to.
one mentor actually.
Today you hired one mentor.
Yes. One more mentor.
Okay.
For doing programs. तो अभी थोड़ा अलग-अलग programs के लिए अलग-अलग mentors ये कर रहे हैं.
Very
तो
good.
mentors की जो होती है और बहुत हेल्प, मतलब एकदम क्लैरिटी आती है, वही लोग अपने
Yes.
क्लैरिटी देते हैं.
Yes.
तो बहुत जबरदस्त काम.
That is required क्योंकि हम हर एक लाइफ में मास्टर नहीं कर सकते हैं और हमें हर एक्सपर्ट की जरूरत पड़ती है लाइफ के अंदर. कहीं पे आप पर्सनली स्टक हो, कहीं पे आप फाइनेंशियली स्टक हो, कहीं पे आप प्रोफेशनली स्टक हो, कहीं पे आप रिलेशनशिप में स्टक हो. सो देयर आर सो मेनी एरियाज. और I always feel कि if you can have the right people around you who can guide you, direct you with their expertise level, whatever they are holding, it always creates a big change in your life as an individual. आप छोटे छोटे स्टेप से ही चालू करो, लेकिन आप करोगे then you see the change. आप करोगे ही नहीं तो कुछ चेंज नहीं होगा. Right? So that is most important. Change is going to be painful, but you have to be okay with that if you really want to create something big in your life. तो बहुत जरूरी है. Dr. Ranu, is there any other question which I can help you? Manish ji, Anu Gupta.
No, I think, ma'am, you gave quite confident answers or leads to how to like start up and how to go on. I'll definitely use some of them. You were also telling something about like few things about Facebook and Insta and other things where you can like we can use them as the platforms to what we can say, market ourselves, our brand or whatever our work. So definitely if some help needed, we'll contact Akash sir and you again and trouble you to get answers.
No problem. Anytime if you feel there is any kind of support you need, any kind of help you need, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you on that journey.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely not a problem. Okay, so Vinita ji does say yes, it does help if you are hiring a business coach for startup, क्योंकि startups के अंदर we have to make our strategies in the initial stage, we have to make our blueprint ready, and we have to also understand the 4 areas of our main core business, that is sales, marketing, operations and people management. ये चारों चीजें जब तक हमारी intact नहीं होंगी, you cannot take this journey ahead in terms of startups. So I personally believe an expert business coach can help you a lot to travel that journey very smoothly.
Okay.
Right? That's the reason we need a help of a business coach. क्योंकि इसमें क्या होगा, जब आप initially start करोगे कोई भी business, आप काफी जगह पे stuck होगे, आप काफी जगह पे दिमाग से 2 आंसर्स अपने ढूंढ रहे होगे, ये भी अच्छा लगेगा, वो भी अच्छा लगेगा, बट कौन सा चूज करना है आप नहीं कर पाओगे. So there you need a help.
जो सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है उसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट फ्रंट पे होती है फॉर अ स्टार्टअप, ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज़ द फंड्स आर वेरी लिमिटेड फॉर अ स्टार्टअप टू इन्वेस्ट.
Very true. And you cannot go randomly into investment plan also, क्योंकि आपके पास already funds बड़े limited होते हैं और आपको काफी सारी चीजें उसमें देखनी पड़ती हैं, at least for a 1 year journey. और उस 1 year के बाद yes you have to switch to a different strategy plan, जहां पे आप अपना जो level 2 है उसको आप cover कर सकते हो. But then again till level 1, हाँ जी.
But then ma'am, if we hire a business coach in a span of 1 year, तो इतनी मतलब progress हो जाती है कि that we can change the strategy of our business and we can change the things on financial front. Is it?
देखिए it depends upon कि आपने कौन सा बिजनेस पिक किया है, आपके पास कितना कैपिटल है जो आपने यूज किया, क्योंकि काफी सारी स्ट्रैटेजीज हमारी मूव करती है कि हम किस तरीके की इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि मार्केटिंग इफ यू नो इट इज कंप्लीटली अ गेम ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट. मार्केटिंग के अंदर कोई लीड कंफर्मेशन नहीं होता है. मार्केटिंग इज जस्ट टू प्रमोट योर ब्रांड एंड हाईलाइट ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस, राइट. और मैक्सिमम आपने देखा होगा जो हमारा बजटिंग का, किसी भी आप बड़ी कंपनी को आज लो, एवरी बिग कंपनी spends and invest a lot huge marketing budgets and they always focus on that. हालांकि उनको उससे क्या मिलने वाला है, that is really a big question mark, but still they have to do it on a consistent basis. Why? Because that sets the whole tone of their business. Right? तो I won't say कि इनिशियली आप इस माइंडसेट में जाओ कि मैंने एक बिजनेस कोच हायर किया तो बिजनेस कोच का काम ये है कि उसको मेरे को 10x करके काम देना. वो 10x वाली इक्वेशन डिपेंड करती है कि आपका बिजनेस मॉडल क्या है, आपने क्या स्ट्रैटेजी यूज की है और कितनी आपने जो इनिशियल रनिंग कॉस्ट या ऑपरेशनल कॉस्ट अपने बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट की है, उसके ऊपर वो डिपेंड करेगा कि किस लेवल तक हम आपके बिजनेस को लेके जा सकते हैं, क्या स्कोप है. क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है, स्टार्टअप में भी हम एक प्लान तो चूज कर लेते हैं, लेकिन आफ्टर अ ईयर वी रियलाइज दिस मॉडल इज नॉट एट ऑल स्केलेबल. अगर वो स्केलेबल ही नहीं है, देन यू आर स्टक बैडली. यू हैव टू चेंज योर एवरीथिंग इन दैट वे.
Exactly, and it is disaster if the model doesn't work.
Absolutely, and it happens multiple times. It's not about it's like a only dreamy story. No. It happens. तो हमें वहां पे पूरी हर चीज चेंज करनी पड़ेगी. ब्लूप्रिंट से लेके स्ट्रैटेजी से लेके आपको कंप्लीट ऑपरेशन उसके अलग करने पड़ेंगे. क्यों? बिकॉज द बिजनेस मॉडल इज गेटिंग चेंज्ड. राइट. तो इस हिसाब से ये सारा स्ट्रैटेजी चलता है और इन सब की एक्सपर्टीज लेवल के अंदर मास्टरी करने के लिए यू डेफिनेटली नीड एन एक्सपर्ट. क्योंकि कई बार आप ऐसी जगह पे अटक जाओगे जहां पे हो सकता है कि आप एक छोटा सा डिसीजन लेने के लिए आप 10 दिन ऐसे ही निकाल दो और वो 10 दिन बड़े क्रूशियल होते हैं आपके लिए. यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दैट बिकॉज आप अपनी कैलकुलेशन में हो, नहीं इतना 2000 रुपए का खर्चा होगा, 5000 रुपए का खर्चा क्यों करना है, लेट मी ओनली डू। बीइंग अ ओनर, इफ यू आर स्लाइटली एक्सपर्ट इन सर्टेन एरियाज, आप अपने से ही खुद काम चलाने की कोशिश करोगे, राइट? और उस चक्कर में सबसे बड़ी डैमेज आप अपनी कंपनी के लिए करते हो।
ओके
यस, और
Right?
ये बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती है। जैसे भी
Yes.
कोई एकदम छोटा बिजनेस भी हो या खुद अगर हम ट्रेनिंग में है, तो ऐसे बहुत सारे ट्रेनर्स का ऐसा होता है कि वो तो ट्रेनिंग में होते हैं, उन्हें लगता है कि हाँ मैं तो ट्रेनर हूँ, मुझे पता है सब कुछ।
Yes,
पर
yes,
बिजनेस ट्रेनर को या मेंटर को कैसे हायर करे, तो वो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है।
yes, it is.
यही सोच के
क्योंकि
एक और
best-
रीजन है कि
हाँ जी,
हम अभी मेंटरिंग प्रोग्राम इसीलिए कर रहे हैं कि ये जो कंफ्यूजन है ना सभी ट्रेनर्स का वगैरह, तो ये दूर करके जैसे सभी को मिले चांस मिले कि वो एग्जैक्टली वो प्रोसेस को फॉलो करें। क्योंकि एज ए हम ट्रेनर मेंटर या कोच करके आगे बढ़ते हैं, तो हम दूसरों को सिखाने में तो लगे रहते हैं, पर खुद का बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाता है, वो चीजें
Yes.
नहीं होती। अगर हम
Absolutely.
मेंटर के साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं ना, तो वो एकदम प्रोसेस में, अगर हमारा ही प्रोसेस है, वो चाहे तो हमारा ही टेम्पलेट से उसके अकॉर्डिंग काम करना है, पर मेंटर होगा तो वो आपको बताएगा ना कि हाँ ऐसे काम करना है, तो हम वो फ्लो में चलते हैं। पर
Yes.
और ये जो ट्रेनर्स वगैरह एकदम स्टार्टिंग में होते हैं या कुछ 3-4 साल 5 साल होते हैं, तो ये इतना मतलब कंफ्यूजन होता है कि कैसे मेंटर्स को हम हायर करें, कौन मेंटरिंग करेगा, तो वो बहुत गड़बड़ भी है। और इसलिए वो फिर 6 महीने का प्रोग्राम हम कर रहे हैं ना, तो इसमें यही इम्पोर्टेंस है कि जो लोग हैं वो काफी एक्सपीरियंस है, 10, 15, 20, 25 साल के एक्सपीरियंस वाले लोग, वो एग्जैक्टली बताएंगे, जिन्होंने बड़े बड़े बिजनेस एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को भी ट्रेनिंग दी है, मेंटरिंग दी है। ऐसे लोग आपको एग्जैक्टली बता सकते हैं कि हाँ आपको कौन से मेंटर की जरूरत है और कैसे प्रोसेसेस को आपको फॉलो करना है। जो रेगुलर हम करते हैं वही, पर अलग ढंग से अगर करेंगे तो रिजल्ट्स बहुत अच्छे से आएंगे।
राइट। और इसमें एक चीज और भी होती है, जैसे कि
तो
अगर हम
अगर
मेंटर हैं और हम अपना बिजनेस भी हैंडल कर रहे हैं, हम अपना मार्केटिंग भी खुद ही कर रहे हैं, हम अपने प्रमोशन भी खुद कर रहे हैं, उसमें हम बहुत सारी चीजें मिस कर देते हैं। सबसे पहली चीज आप जो मिस करोगे, आपके पास टाइम नहीं होगा सोचने का। और एक ट्रेनर के लिए क्रिएटिविटी का होना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि अगर आप डिलीवरी भी करते हो अपने ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स की, तो आपको ये समझना है कि हर एक सेशन को आपको क्रिएट करना है, हर एक सेशन को आपको इतना इनोवेटिव बनाना है कि आप जब भी क्राउड के सामने जाओ, अगर भले ही आपकी क्राउड से अबाउट 2-3 बार आपके प्रोग्राम्स अटेंड कर चुकी है, बट दे शुड फील एवरी ट्रेनिंग इज अ न्यू फॉर देम विद द सेम ट्रेनर। क्योंकि हर एक सेशन की प्रिपरेशन अलग तरीके से आपको करनी पड़ती है, अलग एक्टिविटी सेट करनी पड़ती हैं, अलग तरीके का आपको एक एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करना पड़ता है अपनी क्राउड के साथ, राइट? ये सब चीजों की प्रिपरेशन में टाइम लगता है। तो यू कैन नॉट पुट योर माइंड एट 100 प्लेसेस। आप ट्रेनिंग डिलीवरी के टाइम पे खड़े होके मार्केटिंग या प्रमोशन के बारे में नहीं सोच सकते हो, देन यू कैन नॉट डू जस्टिस टू योर ट्रेनिंग, राइट? आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि मेरे पास इंक्वायरी कॉल आ रही है तो आई हैव टू आंसर माय कॉल्स। नो, यू कैन नॉट टेक दैट, क्योंकि यू आर कंप्लीटली इनटू अ डिफरेंट माइंडसेट।
राइट।
और वो माइंडसेट का अगर वहां पे अगर थोड़ा सा भी डिस्टर्बेंस होता है, यू आर डिस्कनेक्टेड,
यस।
राइट? और वो छोटा सा डिस्कनेक्शन ऑडियंस के लिए बहुत भारी होता है, एंड वी शुड नॉट डू दैट।
And we also forget what we are saying
Absolutely.
and all that
See,
mess.
as a trainer, we might get back to that, but that's not a healthy feel, you know, when we disconnect just because we are the only one person. So my sincere request here would be, आप जब भी अपना business start करो, और अगर आप एक अच्छे capable trainer हो, I do understand you can do lot of things, but don't get into this multitasking act. Multitasking act से आपकी जो duration है ना business को run करने की, वो एक कुछ level तक ही रहेगी। आप 5-6 महीने बड़े जोश के अंदर काम करोगे, लेकिन 6 महीने के बाद आपका बिजनेस बिल्कुल स्टेगनेंट कर दोगे आप।
And when after few things of marketing, it gets boring also.
Absolutely.
प्रोडक्टिव कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, मैं सिर्फ मार्केटिंग किए जा रही हूँ,
राइट। और आपको लगने लगेगा यू हैव बिकम जस्ट अ सोशल मीडिया जंक। आप हर प्लेटफॉर्म पे हो, हर जगह आपके पोस्ट है, लेकिन आपको ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि पोस्ट आपने डाले क्यों है।
डाला क्यों है, बस वो कुछ पढ़ा, कुछ मतलब क्रिएटिव आया दिमाग में तो पोस्ट करके डाल दिया, उतने तक
राइट।
ही मतलब वो लिमिटेड रह जाता है फिर।
Absolutely. And then in that whole process, you also develop this consciousness कि कितने लोग मेरी पोस्ट लाइक कर रहे हैं, कितने लोग कमेंट कर रहे हैं, और थोड़ा सा वो डाउन आता है ना आपका, जो जैसे पोस्ट का लाइकिंग, आपको टेंशन हो जाती है, ओ इसका मतलब मैंने पोस्ट में कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया। कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं है, वो दिमाग में आपने गड़बड़ कर ली है।
और it is not necessary that if a lot of people are commenting, so they are bringing you lucrative business. It is not
Not at
possible.
all, not at all.
If likes are there, okay, someone may like your article कि ठीक है अच्छा लगा तो like कर दिया, but
Yes.
it's not that they are going to approach you. बस लिख दिया, it is like you have given a free service.
No, it's very simple. The motive behind that post is to share your knowledge. Simple.
Yes.
उसका concept इतना ही रखो आप. Don't have a wrong expectation. आया कुछ उससे कोई lead generate होती है, that's a bonus for you. Right?
Yes.
अगर नहीं होती है तो don't keep counting your likes and comments. जिसको
No,
comment
no,
करना
no,
होगा,
no.
जो अच्छा करेगा, let them do it. You don't
Not
take
at
that
all.
into your head.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's so simple. Sometimes I even feel like किसी ने दो ने भी comment किया ना, I feel happy about it. It's okay. दो के लाइफ में तो कुछ चेंज हो रहा है ना.
Right.
Isn't it? That's a good
Right.
feel. I
Right.
really don't get into this mindset कि कितने लोगों ने पोस्ट लाइक किया, कितनों ने देखा, किसने कमेंट किया वहां पे, उन्होंने किया तो क्यों किया और क्या किया वहां पे. इतनी R&D आप उस पे करते हो. That R&D you do with what you are going to deliver into your next session. That makes a huge impact.
That will be more beneficial.
Yes,
ये तब
at least
होता है,
add value.
Yeah, studying our own stuff.
ये तब होता है जब ज्यादा थोड़े लाइक मिलने लगते हैं ना
हाँ.
पोस्ट को, 50, 60, 70 ऐसे जब होने लगते हैं ना, तो ऐसा लगता है कि कौन कमेंट कर रहा है, क्या करेगा, क्या
लाइक्स
करेगा.
तो मिल भी जाए, क्योंकि अगर आप आर्टिकल को अच्छे से प्रेजेंट करोगे, बट ठीक है, दैट इज लाइक जैसे मैम ने कहा नॉलेज शेयरिंग वो कर दिया एंड यू हैव डन इट एंड यू हैव फॉरगॉटन, बस हो गया, नाउ मूव टू द नेक्स्ट, बस वो उतना ही होता है.
उतना ही रखना चाहिए, क्योंकि इससे आगे अगर आप उसको लेके जाओगे ना माइंड के अंदर, आपको टेंशन और एग्जाइटी बाय डिफॉल्ट बोनस में मिलने लग जाएगी.
एग्जैक्टली.
ठीक है. एंड यू एंड अप बाय क्रिएटिंग दैट होल थिंग कि साथ में मेरा एक डॉक्टर का प्लान भी सेट कर लो. फिर अगर सोशल मीडिया पे रहना 24/7, हायर अ पर्सनल डॉक्टर एज वेल.
ट्रू.
राइट. मेरा सोशल मीडिया का बड़ा फंडा क्लियर है. सुबह में एक पोस्ट डालो जो कि आपने काम किया है, इट्स गुड, शेयर इट विद पीपल, लेट अदर्स आल्सो लर्न फ्रॉम इट इफ दे वांट टू. रियली डोंट काउंट कमेंट्स एंड ऑल. सुबह में डाल के छोड़ दो, शाम में अपने आपको दिख जाएगा, बिकॉज वी ऑल हैव नाउ फोन्स जहां पे 24 घंटे हमारा सब कुछ ऑन रहता है उसमें.
नोटिफिकेशंस रहती है. यस,
एब्सोल्युटली. जस्ट एंगेज इन योर डे टू डे रूटीन एक्टिविटी. शाम को एक बार देख लो क्या हुआ, मोर देन सफिशिएंट, फील गुड अबाउट इट एंड जस्ट गो एंड टेक रेस्ट.
राइट.
Don't be hanging over the social media. LinkedIn से Facebook स्विच हो रहा है, Facebook से Insta स्विच हो रहा है, Insta से YouTube स्विच हो रहा है. कई लोग इतने क्रेजी हैं, YouTube तो 24 घंटे ऑन होता है उनका. Right? This will give you unnecessarily mental anxiety. And I always suggest people कि आज के टाइम पे लोग इतने ज्यादा टेंस क्यों हो रहे हैं, just because of this. But there is always a right way to use your social media platforms. ऐसा नहीं कि technology is bad, for a bad reason. No, it's all about
The
how we
competition-
use.
The sense of competition
Planning.
created is bad.
Correct.
That
Correct.
should be healthy one.
If you really want to have a competition, keep a healthy competition, which is healthy
Yes.
for everyone and which is adding value to everyone in a positive manner. Keep that.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Right.
सोशल मीडिया का प्लानिंग बनाना पड़ेगा. इसे 5-5, 10-10 मिनट हर एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे.
Yes.
दिन में आधा घंटा मैक्सिमम उसको देना है, तो 5-5 मिनट सुबह, दोपहर में और शाम को, ऐसे 5-5 मिनट.
You can see if you are not onto a posting and marketing में आप rigorously involved नहीं हो, my suggestion is आपको कुछ डालना है, प्रोडक्टिव है, आप सुबह में अपने स्टेटस या जो भी प्लेटफॉर्म आप यूज कर रहे हो उस पे आप अर्ली मॉर्निंग में डाल दो, जब भी आप फ्री हो. 10 मिनट का काम है वो, जस्ट आपका एक पोस्ट को हाईलाइट करना वहां पे. उसके बाद आप उसको भूल जाओ, डाल के छोड़ दो उसको. ठीक है. अपना काम करो जो आपको प्रोडक्टिव, आपने जो लिस्ट बनाई है कि मेरे को आज ये काम खत्म करना है, जस्ट बी ऑन इट. किसी को ज्यादा ही जरूरत है आपसे पूछना है तो वो आपको पर्सनल व्हाट्सएप मैसेज ड्रॉप कर लेगा या कॉल कर लेगा, विच इज लाइक अ प्रोडक्टिव कॉल. ठीक है. नहीं जरूरत है, फाइन, डू योर वर्क. शाम में, रात में एक बार फिर सोशल मीडिया देख के खुश होके सो जाओ. इतना ही करो सोशल मीडिया का यूज, इससे ज्यादा और नहीं है. Until unless you are not into a very rigorous lead generation process is different. जो सोशल मीडिया के हमारे लोग होते हैं उनका हमने ये स्पेसिफिक सेक्टर उनको क्यों दिया है, वो 24 घंटे उसी पे बैठे रहते हैं. They work very rigorously towards certain goals. ठीक है? But as we are not on there, so all I'm trying to tell you is you can still use social media on a very healthy background, healthy platform, right? तो आप उसको उस तरीके से ही यूज करो क्योंकि उसका एक स्पेसिफिक यूज है, डेडिकेटेड यूज है, और उसको यूज करके आप अपनी मेंटल और इमोशनल हेल्थ का भी टेक केयर कर सकते हो. साथ में जो भी आपको मार्केटिंग प्रमोशन जो भी करना है, इवन दैट कैन बी टेकन केयर वेरी वेल. एंड यू विल हैव अ टाइम फॉर योर पर्सनल यूज ऑल्सो. जो भी आप काम करते हो रेगुलरली, आई थिंक दैट मेक्स अ ह्यूज इम्पैक्ट. दैट्स इट. Anything else? Anu ma'am, do you have anything?
Yeah, ma'am. First of all, thank you, ma'am. It was really wonderful, you know, with lot of inputs in a limited period of time.
Thank you.
It was a great learning for me. I just wanted to know what all the risks are involved and how do you cope with the traders kind of risk, because this is one factor which generally people ignore when they are starting the coach and mentoring in the initial stage. So probably they don't think about the long-term durability. I have seen people like they just start up for 2 years, 5 years, and then they close it off just because there's some low breakdown or something like that. Okay, but they don't have the confidence that okay, maybe probably we got a loss for this. Let's continue. So how do we take it up this far?
So very simple, I'll tell you, entrepreneurship is not meant for everyone. It's not a fancy term at all. It should be first of all taken as a very open-minded term. First and the foremost thing, when you are taking up this journey ahead, mentally you have to prepare yourself that you are going to face all sort of days in your life. There might be days when you have 50,000 rupees as a profit in a one day. There might be days when you are 50,000 minus in one day. Now that's the journey, right? Now, in order to travel that journey, you will go through all sort of emotional trauma. You will go through all set of, I would say, setbacks. Sometimes you feel your own business partners, your own family members, your own friends are not supporting. I would say build yourself very strong, because there might be some days when everybody will leave you because they have lost that entire trust and factor on you, and you have to take this journey ahead alone. So if you're really passionate and you really believe in your concept so strong, you have to start engaging yourself into a productive learning mode, right? Once you put yourself onto the learning mode, learn from people who are really doing good into the kind of industry you are into. Initially, you might feel very difficult to connect to that kind of personalities, because really sometimes we don't have access to such kind of personalities. But I think with a hard work, effort, you'll be able to crack that. So you should be ready to do your hard work in a very grounded and humbled manner. Don't think when you have a 50,000 rupees profit, you have your lunch, breakfast and dinner all in 7-star. And when you are minus 50,000, you stand onto a roadside shop and then you have your tea. Don't just get into that level. Balance yourself, right? Because 4 to 5 different characteristics is needed when especially you are starting up your journey into entrepreneurship. First, clarity of what you want to do, what you are passionate about. Point number 2, do you hold a balance when you achieve success and when your days are completely down? How you tackle your emotions, how you tackle your communication with your staff people when everything is topsy-turvy, right? How you take care of your team when nothing moves in favor, but still you are forced to take care of your team members like your family members. How well you can take that journey ahead. Point number 4, how your team looks up to you. Are they really in sync with whatever the mission and the vision you have given to them, or they're simply coming for a salary? Point number 5, what growth plan you have for your team members and for your business. That has to be very clear. And in this journey, yes, there will be multiple times you might go haywire and you have to be ready to take that challenge. If these things are clear, then I feel this journey is for you and you are meant for this journey and you really will make it big.
Yeah, thank you. I think this information helps. Thanks a lot.
Yes. Okay, so anything else? Okay, so I think Akash, we are pretty much done with the session. Is there anything else you want to communicate here?
Okay, thank you. I think no questions. And thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful session. Thank you all participants for joining. तो अभी ये TTT के सेशंस तो ऑलमोस्ट खत्म हुए हैं. अगर रिकॉर्डिंग्स आपको चाहिए तो रिकॉर्डिंग्स आपको अवेलेबल है. और जो भी लाइव सेशन आपने किया नहीं है, तो ये टाइम में हुआ लास्ट में, अभी हम थोड़ा TTT अपडेट कर रहे हैं और इसमें थोड़ा मिसमैनेजमेंट भी हुआ और ज्यादा प्रमोशन भी नहीं हुआ. और जो लोग पार्टिसिपेट हुए हैं तो उन्होंने लाइव सेशंस बहुत सारे किए नहीं है. तो जो भी लाइव सेशन होंगे, अभी अगला बैच 21 से स्टार्ट होगा 10 दिन के प्रोग्राम का. तो वो अपडेटेड प्रोग्राम होगा. फिर भी आपके लिए वो आप एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, पर आपको लाइव सेशन अटेंड करना है, क्योंकि लाइव सेशन अटेंड करेंगे तो ही आपको बेनिफिट होगा. और फिर आपको आपका इवेल्युएशन का जो प्रोसेस होगा वो भी आपको कंप्लीट करना है. और उसके बाद जैसे हम बोले थे कि ABCD की तरफ से एज ए गिफ्ट वर्कशॉप है, तो 5 डेज का सर्टिफाइड सॉफ्ट स्किल ट्रेनर का प्रोग्राम है. 9 जून को 9 तारीख को वो स्टार्ट होगा, तो वो आप ज्वाइन कीजिए. वो भी आपको काफी हेल्पफुल रहेगा. अगर आप अभी मैं आप सभी को जानता हूँ जो भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स है और ट्रेनर है, तो मैं पर्सनली ये कहूँगा कि आप वो प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन करो. वो प्रोग्राम के बाद जो लाइव अपना प्रोग्राम है 10 डेज का, वो आप एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, वो भी आप ज्वाइन करो. और अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं, जैसे अभी आपको मेंटरिंग चाहिए वगैरह, तो वो प्रोग्राम्स में आपको पता चलेगा एग्जैक्टली क्या है. तो वो अगर आप 5 डेज का प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन करते हैं तो वो आपके लिए काफी हेल्पफुल रहेगा ट्रेनिंग में आने के लिए. तो जैसे हम ज्यादा कुछ ये नहीं करेंगे टाइम वेस्ट, तो बस आपको यही कहना है कि 5 डेज का प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन करो, देखिए प्रोग्राम कैसे लगता है. और थोड़ा इंटरेक्टिवली अगर हम करते हैं प्रोग्राम, कोई भी कोर्स अगर सीखते हैं, इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं अपने पैसे की, कोई बात नहीं. पैसे हम तो इतना कुछ ज्यादा हम चार्ज भी नहीं करते ABCD वाले. और पैसे का तो कोई भी खैर वो एडजस्टमेंट है. टाइम अगर हम इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं तो टाइम की वैल्यू रखते हुए हम थोड़ा लाइव का कोशिश करते हैं और फिर हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो थैंक यू वंस अगेन. फिर मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट बैच में. तब तक के लिए टेक केयर, ग्रेट डे, बाय बाय.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Good
you very
night. Take care. Have a blessed weekend. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.